What is going on, mortals? Mortal T here, and today we're back on Ark Survival Evolved for How to Tame, a series where I go over every single tameable creature in Ark Survival Evolved and give you all the details that you need to know on how to tame it, the best way to tame it, so on and so forth. But first, Moors, just a small disclaimer, I am on a boosted server. This is for video purposes only. Everything that I'm about to show you and tell you works on any type of server. So the taming method is exactly the same. It's just going to be a lot quicker for me because of the boosted server. But with that out of the way, let's get on to today's creature. So today's creature was first introduced when Aberration first came out. Now this creature likes to burrow underground and it only likes to eat certain things to tame it. Now, it is right over here. It's right in the ground with those little, I don't know what you call it, sticking out of the ground. This is how you know where these creatures are. And yeah, so if you don't know what this is the basilisk, and like I said before, it was first introduced in Aberration. This is the giant snake, not to be confused with the Titan bar. I believe that is a giant snake, but this is a giant snake, and it's just a lot more dangerous in my opinion, and you can ride it, which is kind of cool. But these are kind of tricky to try and tame. Their taming food is really annoying to try and get, because they'll only eat one thing and one thing only, and that is certain types of fertilized eggs. Yes, you heard me right. There are only 4 types of fertilized eggs that these guys will eat, so you can tame them. So their taming food is like very difficult, hard, maybe not if you got a lot of these creatures around. But anyway, its taming food, like I said, are fertilized eggs. So you've got fertilized rock drake eggs, fertilized magmasaur eggs, fertilized void wyvern eggs, or just fertilized wyvern eggs. Normal wyvern eggs, you can get them pretty easily. But the rock drake and the magmasaur and the void wyvern fertilized eggs can be a bit harder to come across. So yet again, this creature usually only appears in 2 maps that I know of, and that is in Aberration, and it also appears in the Genesis map as well. So they're usually the only 2 maps you can get them on. Obviously, I spawn this guy in, so in my little enclosure where I show you to have to tame everything. So yeah, so it is not a knockout tame. This is a passive tame, because it's a non-violent tame more than anything. We have to get reasonably close to it, and we have to drop these fertilized eggs nearby, and then it will come and eat them, and it will begin the taming progress. Unfortunately, the basilisk has a decent aggro range, so even if you get remotely close to this creature, it will pop out of the ground and start to attack you. So you have to be like really quick. I would recommend a fast mount, maybe a decent raptor that's got a really good movement speed, anything that's just fast. So you can go up, drop these and run off, so you can lose the aggro very quickly. So in my inventory here, I have got 5 fertilized rock drake eggs. These are only level 1. It does not matter the level of the egg. They will all do the same amount of taming. So it doesn't matter if you got a level 100 egg or a level 1 egg. They'll both do exactly the same efficiency on the taming. So Now usually I would dig up some information where it would say, oh, use a ghillie suit or use something to get a bit closer to these guys, but honestly there is nothing you can wear, eat, drink or anything to try and reduce the aggro range of this basilisk. There is nothing. So there it is. I don't know how close we can actually, you see what I mean? So I'm just going to drop that and I'm going to run. And now we just need to break the aggro. We need to get it close to the egg. And then we need to break the aggro range. And this is where like the fast mount would come in handy, because you'd drop it, you'd circle the egg a couple of times and then just run off in one direction really fast. So you would lose the aggro range really quick. So the fertilized egg is still there, and this guy has actually burrowed, which isn't good because we wanted to eat the egg. So once it is aggroed as well, mortals, it won't usually go for the fertile egg. You will have to break aggro. That is the only way. So for some reason it hasn't actually gone for this. And it's still not going for the egg. Yeah, you can't get me, can you? Haha. Go for the egg. Go for the egg. Go for the egg. So what I'm going to do to try and make this a bit easier, I'm actually going to go around and just drop a bunch of these eggs in just random locations and hope it kind of helps. Oh, it's eaten one and it's tamed it straight away. Boom. So I actually got a really high level one, but like I said in the disclaimer, boosted server. But there we have it. It ate one of the fertilized eggs, which is very nice. I can now just pick these up and just hand them to him. He can eat them whenever he wants to. I'm not really too fussed. Obviously this is going to be a lot harder for you mortals. I actually got a really nice coloured one. So yeah, that is a taming method. Fertilize eggs, drop them on the ground, get them close to the fertilized eggs, try and lose the aggro so it eats the egg, and boom, it will tame it. Now obviously the higher the level of the basilisk, the more of the fertilized eggs that you will need. But more, that is how to tame a basilisk. I hope this has helped you out. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video.